that was a job to cut. My goodness. It is quite large. Good morning. Well, yesterday went better than I expected. We got 23 and a half miles hiked, which is pretty good, being the day after I was laying in my tent all day sick. But yeah, bounced back pretty well. And I didn't feel totally wrecked by the end of the day either. Probably could have pushed for a couple more miles, but I decided not to stretch my luck there and went ahead and camped where I did. Woke up this morning and the smoke is not super heavy. It's definitely still around. I can catch whiffs of it occasionally, but it's not bad. Going through forest here that looks actually a lot like home. Big trees, even some Douglas firs, vine maples and things in the understory. Yeah, it feels very homey. Mentally though, I think this is the hardest part of the hike so far. And it's not just the normal NorCal blues. It's the uncertainty with the fires of not knowing what I'm going to be doing tomorrow or the next day. I'm hiking into Costella, and then am I continuing on into the Trinity Alps? I don't know. Depends on which way the wind blows the smoke. And then are we going to hike to Crater Lake? Well, I don't know. Depends on whether they continue to close it down more and more. Yeah. How are we going to get a ride around the Diamond Peak Wilderness? I don't know. Maybe Tamara, maybe something else. And it's just there's not a lot that is certain, which is different than the previous parts of this hike, where at least I could say, yes, I'm going to hike from A to B to C and do it in that order. And now everything is just topsy-turvy up in the air. Yeah, folks that I knew from Southern California who were quite far behind me, I think they were all the way back in Chester, had to skip because of the park fire, and they skipped up to Costella. Got a message from them that they saw my resupply box sitting at the market, and so they thought they would reach out and say hi, but now they're 2.5 days ahead of me. So yeah, everything is scrambled. The McCloud River. So I got here to a ridge top which has a little bit of cell service, And I hate that now one of my regular chores that I have to do whenever I get cell service is check fire news and smoke patterns and figure out what new closure is happening. I don't know in the grand scheme of things if this fire season is worse than normal. It certainly feels like it, although we've had some pretty bad ones in the past. So, yeah, I don't know. But definitely when I look at the Watch Duty app, little icons just pop up all over the Pacific Northwest. It looks like the whole place is on fire. Of course, that's a little misleading, but yeah, there are a lot of fires, a lot. And as I said earlier, mentally it's difficult to just not know from day to day what you're going to be doing. So I just have to hold everything with a loose hand, I guess. At this point, it looks like continuing on past Castella up to the Trinity Alps Wilderness is probably the best plan for us. Fugitive is going to join me at Castella tomorrow, and we'll see if she's able to hike again. But probably based on prevailing winds that are current right now, that seems to be the least smoky option for us, with the possible exception of some places in Washington, but I don't really want to skip all the way up to Washington. So the working plan right now is that we'll go ahead and do that, and my brother will pick us up and shuttle us around the the Shelley Fire closure. We'll continue up to Ashland and then evaluate smoke again. Smoke all through Southern Oregon is terrible. Even where the trail is technically open, it still doesn't look very healthy or fun. So I don't know, that's a week away. And so many things could change between now and then. So there's no point in even worrying about that, I guess. Leave that for another time. There hasn't been much swimming lately, but this is definitely going to be swimming. Oh yes.
It's cold, and we like it. We like it a lot.
I'm still seeing some really beautiful old growth trees on this section, and I'm really enjoying that. It's our lucky day in section O. 2 swimming opportunities. Check this out. Oh yeah. So I'm sitting here eating my dinner, and this little guy decides to join the party. Yeah, you just go back where you came from, wherever that is. Thank you. Okay, bye. See you later. Hopefully not.